The Daily Astrology Brief, Thursday, July 10th, 2025. Length of day, 15 hours 44 minutes. Length of night, 8 hours 16 minutes. Sunrise, 5:02. Sunset, 20:46. Moon is 99% full. It is a full moon today. Moonrise, 21:23. Moonset, 4:18. The Lunar Mansion, 20.43. Purva Ashada, Pada 2. It is the 16th day of 30 for this lunar month. Retrograde planets: Neptune, Pluto, Pallas, Juno, Lilith. There are no stellar fixed star conjunctions for today. Summary: Thursday, July 10th, 2025. Moon sextile Black Moon, 12:14 a.m. Moon biquintile Venus, 1:22. Moon in conjunct Mercury, 3:05. Moon trine Mars, 3:11. Moon square Ceres, 4:24. Mercury semi-square Icarus, 4:41. Pallas biquintile Icarus, 5:02. Saturn biquintile Vesta, 6:21. Moon sesquisquare Uranus, 6:41. Moon in conjunct Hygeia, 8:06. Moon sextile Juno, 8:45. Moon semi-square Lilith, 10:39. Moon void of course in Capricorn, tropical, 13:36. Moon void of course in Sagittarius, sidereal, 13:36. Moon opposed Sun, 13:36. Full moon, 13:37. Sun conjunct Wasset, Del, Gem, magnitude 3.5, latitude 0 degrees 11. Moon quintile Saturn, 1539. Moon quintile Vesta, 1548. Moon trine South Node, 1600. Moon sextile North Node, 1600. Moon quintile Neptune, 1606. Venus semi-sextile Jupiter, 1753. Moon biquintile Hygeia, 1935. Icarus enters Libra, 1952. Moon sesquisquare Venus, 1952. Moon semi-sextile Pallas, 1953. Moon quintile Black Moon, 2255. That was the Daily Astrology Brief for Thursday, July 10th, 2025. Now let's get an interpretation of those events.
Absolutely. So, with that full moon energy, it's definitely a day of culmination and release. The moon is super active, making all these connections with different planets. So, it's a day of a lot of dynamic energy. You might feel those emotional peaks and have some revelations about your goals or your path forward. It's a great day to be gentle with yourself and let those insights flow.
Can you go into more details about the specific transits that occurred?
Sure, let's dive a bit deeper into some of those specific transits. For example, the moon trine Mars early in the morning is a really energizing and motivating aspect. It can give you a burst of energy and confidence, so it's a great type for physical activity or tackling something you've been putting off. Later in the day, we have the Venus semi-sextile Jupiter aspect, which is a really lovely, gentle energy that can bring small blessings and good vibes, especially in relationships or creative projects. And then, of course, there's that full moon, which is the star of the show. And it really brings everything to a peak, making it a great time for reflection and release. Each of these transits adds a little layer to the overall energy of the day.
And what should we know about the retrograde planets? Neptune, Pluto, Pallas, Juno, and Lilith are all in retrograde. Do those affect our energies somehow?
Absolutely. When planets are in retrograde, their energies tend to turn inward or slow down, and that can definitely affect how we feel. For example, Neptune in retrograde can make us more introspective and can blur the lines between reality and fantasy a bit, encouraging us to reflect on our dreams and intuition. Pluto retrograde is all about inner transformation and facing our deeper truths. It can be a powerful time for letting go of old patterns. The asteroid goddesses like Pallas, Juno, and Lilith in retrograde also bring some unique flavors. Pallas retrograde can make us rethink our strategies and problem-solving approaches. Juno retrograde can have us reevaluating our relationships and commitments. And Lilith retrograde can prompt us to look at our own shadow side and reclaim parts of ourselves that we might have suppressed. Altogether, these retrogrades encourage a lot of inner work and reflection.
Thank you. And I see here that we have 3 fixed star conjunctions today. The moon is conjunct Nunki, the moon is conjunct Acela, and the moon is conjunct Vega. What should we know about each of those?
Absolutely. Each of those fixed stars brings its own unique energy. Let's break them down. Nunki is a star in the constellation Sagittarius. When the moon is conjunct Nunki, it often brings a sense of clarity and truth seeking. It can enhance our intuition and our ability to see the bigger picture. So it's a great time for spiritual insights. Acela is another star in Sagittarius, and it's known for bringing a harmonious and optimistic energy. A moon Acela conjunction can amplify feelings of joy, generosity, and even luck. It's a lovely energy for social connections and feeling more at ease. Vega, on the other hand, is one of the brightest stars in the sky, located in the constellation Lyra. It has a very artistic and creative influence. The moon conjunct Vega can inspire creativity, musical expression, and a sense of inspiration. It's a wonderful time for artistic endeavors and letting your imagination soar. So, with all three of these star conjunctions, you've got a blend of truth seeking, optimism, and creativity, which is pretty magical.
I see one more actually. Icarus is conjunct Marqueb.
Oh, good catch. The conjunction of Icarus with Markeb adds another layer of meaning to the day. Markeb is a star in the constellation of Vela, and it's associated with exploration, journeys, and sometimes even a sense of destiny. With Icarus, which symbolizes ambition and the desire to soar high, meets Markab, it can inspire us to aim for big dreams and take bold steps towards our goals. The key here is to balance that ambition with wisdom so that we don't overreach, much like the myth of Icarus. So overall, it's a great aspect for setting ambitious goals while staying grounded and practical.
Now remind us what the myth of Icarus is.
The myth of Icarus comes from Greek mythology and is all about the importance of balance and caution. Icarus was the son of Daedalus, a master craftsman. They were both imprisoned on the island of Crete, and Daedalus created wings made of feathers and wax so they could escape by flying. He warned Icarus not to fly too close to the sun because the heat would melt the wax, and not too close to the sea because the dampness would weigh the wings down. Unfortunately, Icarus got carried away with the thrill of flying and flew too close to the sun. The wax melted, and he fell into the sea and drowned. The myth is often seen as a cautionary tale about the dangers of overambition and not heeding wise advice, and it reminds us to find that balance between reaching for our dreams and staying grounded.
Alrighty, thank you so much. And with that, we wrap up the daily astrology brief for Thursday, July 10th, 2025.